Greetings and salutations, friends. Welcome to the road to the shadow of the Erdtree. In this video series, we are going to be looking at the early game items you will want to collect, how you can get massive chunks of runes early, and the build that I have found that can help you annihilate Mohg before he even gets to second phase. I'll take you through the steps you will need if you want to use the Purifying Crystal tier and Mohg's Shackle, and I'll show you how to collect the most elusive somber smithing stones so you can upgrade your weapon and crush your enemies early. This is a build guide for players who might be newer to the game, but hopefully experienced players can find it helpful and entertaining as well. Or maybe you're like me, you have a family, a job, responsibilities, and you just want to know how you can get to Mohg's palace and dispatch the Lord of Blood quickly so you can hop into the shadow of the Erdtree DLC immediately when it drops in June. So without further ado, I am the wolf, I got my coffee, let's play Elden Ring. Okay, the first thing we are going to do is start a new game, and we are going to be selecting the Samurai as our starting character class. Let's give him a quick little name here. Perfect. And the keepsake is going to be Lands Between Rune, so we can get the crafting kit early. I'm going to load a character I have saved, give him the mature voice, and that should be it. We should be ready to go. So we will just skip through the opening here. So in this first chapter of this video series, we are going to be looking at the early game items you're going to want to collect, how you can level up, and the build that we're going to be using for this playthrough. So I haven't really gotten super hardcore into speed running this game yet, but I have been learning some of the strats and practicing it a little bit, and so you might see me using some of the speedrun strats throughout this series. Just waking up here a little bit, guys, just bear with me. So of course we're going to come right through here, hippity hop up to the door. Just a quick cheeky little quit out there, and back into the game, just skipping that door animation. So quitting out is definitely, in my opinion, a useful skill to learn for many different situations, not just for speedrunning. And anyone who might say that, you know, oh, I don't quit out, I'm not a chump like some of those other people, that's you just don't get it. It's not an easy skill to learn, quitting out. It does take some practice. And it is extremely useful in many situations. So that's something definitely worth practicing and learning how to do. So we're going to come here, of course, grab the very first Site of Grace that we must grab. And I won't be talking to all of the NPCs in this game, but just going to get Vare's quest started, because we need to do his quest in order to get to the underground area of Mohg's palace. So we'll just exhaust his dialogue here, and then we should already grab that Site of Grace, so we should be able to move on. So there is a little thing you can do there of it's called bow cancel, where you two-hand the bow as you're falling. Haven't quite figured that strategy out yet, so This isn't really a discussion about speedrunning. It just comes up because I do try to practice some of the techniques as I play. So we're gonna talk to Kale here and just speed through his dialogue. I'm just speeding through everyone's dialogue to save time because most of us have seen it already, and if you're on your own playthrough, maybe if you're brand new to this game, will you please get up there, sir? Thank you. Maybe if you're brand new to this game, maybe you don't want any spoilers, or maybe you want as few spoilers as possible. But yes, we will be, I'll try to speed through everyone's dialogue just for the... Hello, doggo. Just for the purposes of time. Little doggo there. Now, we do want to make sure that we're picking up root resin along the way, because this build and my strategy is to use blood grease and freezing grease on my weapon to proc bleed and frost, as they are both very powerful status effects. Let's see, I don't need to hop here, I can just run. Now I can start channeling my inner Mario and hopping, bleep, deep, deep, bleep, deep, deep, deep. Grab this Site of Grace and get our Honda Accord from Melina.
Hey sir, but I can play turning wood to aid you. You need go to the foot, then summon me. I bequeath.
Bequeath? In front of everyone? Right here? Alright, let's, I'm going to put the whistle where I like to have it, and then I am going to hop onto Torrent, and I'm going to head north to Stormhill Shack, and going to get that Site of Grace and pick up the Strength Knot Crystal Tier. That is... That, along with the Dexterity Knot Crystal Tier, are the two items that we are going to be mixing into our Wondrous Physic. Can Torrent please cooperate with me? Thank you, sir. I lied. I'm going to go talk to Roderica real quick. Spirit Tuner Prentice. So just to exhaust her dialogue. So just exhaust her dialogue and get that little jellyfish summons. So I'm not sure at what point you lose your chance to get the jellyfish summon. So since she's right here and it's easy, we'll just get it right away. We'll just get it. I'm gonna go grab the Strength Knot. And then I'm going to head back to the Church of Ella to talk to Ronnie and get the summoning bell and the wolf summons. Going to approach this giant from the back. I think he's going to... Let's see. What is he doing? Am I going to have time enough? Yes, good. I had time enough to get out of there without having to quit out. So now let's go back to the Church of Ella and speak to Ronnie and get the Spirit Summoning Bell. Spirit Calling Bell, I guess, is what it's actually called. Actually... yeah, Spirit Calling Bell. Alrighty. Oh, no, one more. There we go. We have that, and now I'm going to head south from here, and I'm going to drop down this cliff, and I'm going to throw myself off a cliff with reckless abandon so I can get a bird foot. Yes, we're going to get the Gold-Pickled Foul Foot, which I think is interesting. I'm not a lore guy, so I'm not going to get super into it, but I think it's funny. I often call it the Golden Pickled Foul Foot, but it's actually Gold-Pickled, which would imply, in my mind, that it's pickled in gold, which kind of makes me wonder, how does that actually work? How do you pickle something in gold? Kind of like to see that. Alright. Might even like to see a gold pickle. Let's go to the gate front site of grace, and we will head... Nope, I grabbed the wrong site of grace. Gate front. Gate front. Excuse me. Gate front is where I meant to go. Now let us head south. Past this guy. We will grab the map. And then we'll come over here. Double hop over that wall. And we're gonna run down here into the basement and grab the whetstone, because we will use that to apply the storm wall ash of war to our shield. Now let's get out of here. No bitey. Good boy. Good boy. Down boy. Down boy. Bad president. If you get that reference, then you are my people and I love you. Down boy, bad president. Aroo. We'll come down here and we'll start box quest real quick. I guess I lied earlier in the video when I said we're not going to be talking to a lot of NPCs. I do like to have the option, once this build is done, I do like to have the option of having all of the quests available to me. So, and that's another thing I'll be, talking about and showing off, is how you can do this build and get to Mohg and dispatch him, and you don't even really have to advance any quests. I mean, some quests will advance a little bit. Can we go, please? Oh my gosh. Some quests will advance, but you shouldn't advance any quests too far, so far that you miss out on anything. You'll even be able to go so far as to killing the fire giant and still be able to get the Flame of Frenzy if you so choose. But of course, if you do kill the fire giant, you don't want to burn the tree until after you get the Flame of Frenzy. I actually, in one of my playthroughs, one of my early playthroughs, before I, before I knew then what I know now, I did burn the Erdtree, and then went and got the Flame of Frenzy, and then got the Flame of Frenzy ending, and then I'm gonna pass time until morning here, and there's a reason for that. Got the Flame of Frenzy ending, and then didn't realize that I should not have let Melina sacrifice herself if I were going to do the Flame of Frenzy ending, because some other stuff happens afterwards that I was not aware of. So I made it morning so that we can come down here and cross this bridge more safely. We're going to head down here just to the right of this soldier with the torch. And because it's daytime, that guy fires his ballista early, and it goes over our heads. And then we can pass safely through that group of enemies. And we'll grab this site of grace. We are going to go through the Weeping Peninsula here and get some sacred tears to upgrade our flasks. We are not going to talk to Irina. That way we can go north into Liurnia of the Lakes and Altus Plateau, and her quest will not even start as long as you don't talk to her. And then once you do talk to her, you do have to do her quest in order, of course, so that you can if you do decide to do Flame of Frenzy, you have all the steps available to request. So now we will just come south here, and you see me just grabbing along the way, just grabbing like every single item. That's just kind of something that I do. I sort of a little bit OCD about that. Not to minimize anybody's struggles with OCD, but yeah, I have this compulsion that I need to just grab everything that I come across. Well, though I am no stranger to mental illness, I have struggled with depression and anxiety all of my life, and it has been a challenge. But luckily, I've had good insurance, and I've had good doctors and nurses and therapists, healthcare professionals that have taken me through some of the darker times. And one of the best things, if you're ever struggling, we're going to pass through this wall here and go left. One of the best things I ever did was dialectical behavior therapy. Without it, I don't think that I would be making, doing what I love and making content these days. Because let me tell you, it gets tough sometimes. The self-doubt, the questioning, the fear, the comparing yourself to others, all of that, man, it can make making these videos extremely difficult. So, but I digress. We're gonna grab this shield here. Didn't mean to get into such a deep conversation so early into the video. We're just going to come over here to the church, the Caillou Baptismal Church, and we're going to grab this sacred tear. And then we do want these root resins here. Those are actually something we want to grab. I do like to have the Roa fruit as well, because sometimes you take Torrent into some situations where he takes damage. And I like to use the Roa fruit to prevent death on Torrent. It can be very useful to have those, in my opinion, those Roa fruits. So now that we went to the Ailing Village and got the sacred tear there, we're going to head north and then west across the bridge, and then north to this church, grab that sacred tear. Southwest to that church, grab that sacred tear, and then this shack. At that shack, we are going to get the lantern, which I like to have because I'm 49 years old. My eyes ain't what they used to be. And also, I think it makes for helpful for you guys, because it just makes it easier to see in some of the really dark places. So I like to run over my markers to despawn them. Just makes it a little bit easier rather than having to despawn them in the menu. Is that the correct way to phrase it? Despawn them in the menu? Hopefully you know what I mean. We are going to come over here. We're going to hop over the bridge keeper. He who'd crossed the bridge of death must answer me these questions 3. Ere the other side he see. If you get that reference, you are my people, and I love you. Ask me your questions, bridge keeper. I am not afraid. What is your quest? What is your favorite color? What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? What do you mean, African or European swallow? What? I don't know that. Ah! My life is one big TV and movie reference. So if you spend any time in my videos, you're gonna find that out, and hopefully you find that as entertaining as my small little brain does. I'm basically, in some ways, I'm like Homer Simpson. And sometimes people have to remind me to stop remembering TV and get back to what I was doing. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's get back to the game. And we're going to head south here to get this other sacred tier. Hello, doggo. There's a... that's my only complaint about Elden Ring. There needs to be more doggos. We need more doggos. So I was just listening here. Let's grab this liver because iron helps us play. We'll go ahead and grab these because it's just a quick little circle around. I was just listening to a podcast, Star Talk with Neil deGrasse Tyson, and they were talking about epigenetics and reversing aging in mice and restoring their eyesight and stuff like that. And it was just completely mind-blowing, the stuff that they are doing, and the fact that they think in just, you know, in a decade or two we'll actually be able to start reversing blindness and reversing aging in humans. It's just incredible. They were talking about something. They're talking about the the life expectancy threshold, where for every year of your life they're going to be able to add more than a year. It's just mind-blowing to think about. Of course, the big question is, are those quality years, or are you know, living on a ventilator the rest of your life? So let's get off of these. Let's buy that, get off of that tangent. Let's buy the lantern here. Can I please not have stupid fingers now and remember what I need to do to equip that? I just like to put everything into the slots where I like to have them. After 1600 hours, my muscle memory, my thumbs just go where they just go without my brain even thinking about it. Most of the time. Every once in a while I get stupid finger syndrome, and then I can't. And then my brain just kind of strokes out and I forget how to do anything. So we're just going through these sarcophagi here. Just grabbing these runes. No, I don't see any more little white lights. So now I hear doggo. I do not want to play with doggo, so. Alright, so now let's get rid of these. No. I want to cancel the blue. Thank you. And cancel the blue. And now we're going to come up here. We're going to get this map. And then we are going to head south to that site of grace. We're going to grab the first half of the Grand Lift of Dectus. Little coffee break there. So we go to the Agheel Lake South site of grace. We're going to go grab the map. I'm going to get some more tasty, delicious, nutritious runes over here. And the doggos should leave us alone. Just getting all those runes that we love to have. Alright, that is that. And now we will come down here and jump down at this spirit spring. And then once we land, I'm going to point my compass east-southeast, and there's like a group of trees there with 2 in the middle, 1 in the foreground, 1 in the background. We're going to run right between those 2. And there's a tree right there that we're going to grab those root resins. Now we're going to head to the map. We're going to listen for Blythe. I do want to have Blythe's quest started. And excuse me. And want to have Blythe's quest started so that we can get the talisman from EG that we get from having started Blythe's quest. I'm going to quit out of here to despawn that bear. See what I mean about the quit out being a useful skill to have? Even if you're not speedrunning the game, if you're just playing casually. Alrighty, so let's grab this, grab some golden poop, some gold tinged excrement. So now we have definitive proof that bears shit in the woods. We don't really need it, but I'm going to come over here and going to grab, come here, we're going to grab the butt stomp just because it's right here. Again, it's another one of those things. Will you please? No! Ah, never mind. Forget about it. Skill issue. Skill, I tried, I don't know why, I was pressing the button to target the stupid thing there and it just wasn't happening. Not sure what happened there. Why? Because Elden Ring, that's why. That's the only answer you're ever gonna get, is why? Because Elden Ring. I'm gonna despawn that blue, and then, where'd the site of Grayskull? Gonna grab... Did I say Grayskull? Where did my site of grace go? Let's pass time until nightfall. Sorry, a lot of stream of consciousness sort of talking here. What did I do? Gosh darn it. Just pressing buttons and not paying attention. So let's hop back onto Torrent. I made it nightfall so that it'll be a little bit easier to go through the castle here. We do, for our blood grease, we want to grab a bunch of blood roses. Gonna grab that golden seed and going to wait for Pumpkinhead here to get to the bottom of the stairs. And once his attention is focused on the demi-humans, we're gonna head into the fort. This way Pumpkinhead doesn't follow us in here and give us a bad day. A bad day. Why did he backstep there? I don't understand. I meant to just sprint off. I meant to just take off running, and when he hopped off of Torrent, for some reason he decided to backstep. It's weird. Why? Because Elden Ring. Alrighty, let's here, let's not two-hand this. Let's come over here. We'll avoid the Mises. I hate Mises. 2 pieces. Let's grab the cookbook that we need for the blood grease and then get the heck out of Dodge. Ooh, there we go. Not sure. Yeah, we're safe. We're safe. We're good. We're chilling. Alrighty. There we go. Is he gonna follow us? Okay, nobody's following us. That's good. Oh no, here he comes. That's fine. He's a weenie. We're not scared of him. The main thing is that at this level with a +0 weapon, at level 1 with a +0 weapon, that knight there could be troublesome. But let's just quit out here to de-aggro everything. And then we'll continue and go through these 5-hour-long loading screens. Alright, so now I am going to head north here to the frozen land of Nador. We're going to grab that site of grace. We're going to talk to Kenneth because I like to do Nefeli Lou's quest. Don't really care about Kenneth so much, but I do like Nefeli Lou and I like to do her quest. So we'll get his quest started. And his quest won't advance either, so we'll have plenty of time to come back and deal with that night there properly. Here, it's pretty dark, but yay, we have a lantern. Yippee! So, there's Blythe again. Bow! Okay, some more gold poop. So, punished. The fate of the world is, the fate of the lands between is in your hands. You must go to the you must travel to the Erdtree. You must obtain destined death. You must challenge the gods and save the lands between. But first pick up all the flowers and poop along the way. That's just a role-playing game trope that you know you love it, you know I love it. Just, it appeals to the pack rat in all of us. Just grabbing all of the flowers and rocks and poop that we can find. You ever do that thing where you're like driving down the road and you look out and you see like a marshy area with like maybe like a little you know, grassy island with a couple of trees on it, and you're like, man, I just want to go out there and gather materials for potions. You ever do that, or am I the only one? Am I the only crazy person here? Let's come here and grab some runes. There we go. We are just grabbing some runes. Alright, come over here, little hop up onto the thing, grab the Fever's cookbook. There we go. Grabbing some more runes. Excellent. Okay, and we're good. Now we are going to head east to the little church over there. Go into the chapel and where? Every once in a while I burst out into random songs. That's another thing, if you stick with me throughout any of my videos and playthroughs, you're gonna find out that I just burst out into song randomly from time to time. Just another one of the lovable little quirks that makes me me. Along with collecting flowers and poop and rocks. So we're going to grab the Sacred Tear here, we're going to grab the Wondrous Physic, and we'll grab the Sight of Grace. And now we are off. We're going to head north. Can you please? Thank you, Torrent. I'm going to come out here behind the church. There is a little secret. And travel to another location. Next time I'm at church, I'm going to head out back and see if I can find a teleporter that will take me someplace interesting. We're going to Dragon Barrow. We're going to go in here. I'll take you to someplace interesting. That was weird. I promise I won't do that. Well, no. I don't promise that I'm going to not do anything weird ever again, but... Alright, let's come in here. We'll grab this Sight of Grace and we'll go ahead and head to the Round Table Hold. Get that out of the way.
Fit to determine if you had. It seems
Fit to determine. Fit to determine. Alrighty. Let's look at this nice, beautiful, romantic scene. Oh, my love. Alright, we are here. Now I am going to talk to Hoslow real quick. Because, see, everybody else here at the round table, they're not going to go anywhere as long as we don't talk to them. Even Gideon will stay in his spot for a long time. Even through killing Godric and Radon and all of that. But Hoslow, as soon as you go to Lernia, even if you don't get a Sight of Grace there, he travels to Liurnia, so we'll just exhaust his dialogue, and we'll speak to him once we go to Liurnia. Alright, now that we've done that, excuse me, sorry for the sniffles. I do have a little bit of some allergies. I did use a neti pot this morning to minimize that a little bit. Alright, so we're going to head southeast here. Past the little impish little dudes there. The vulgar militia. I'm going to grab that golden seed. I'm going to head south to the Dago site of grace. The Great Bridge. And I'm going to show this off too. I don't know. Here, can I grab that? Alright, thank you. I don't know how many people are aware of this. Pretty much anybody that creates Elden Ring content gets the Somber Smithing Stone 9 underneath the tower in Caelid. So I don't know how many people actually know that you can get one right here. And if we can trap him, if we can trap this beetle, can you please? Alright, thank you. If we can trap this beetle, even though he takes a while to kill. There we go. Let's see, let's not do that, because I don't want to lose him. So, it is a little... It's a little more challenging to get this one. But, oh, don't... Where are you going? Where are you going, dude? Just let me kill you. Why won't you let me kill you? Alright. That was dumb. Okay. But we're good. Alright, so I just wanted to show that off. We'll still get the one, at the bottom of the Caelid Tower, but I wanted to show off that one because no one ever talks about it. Probably because it is a little bit annoying to grab. Anyway, we're going to come under here. We are going to pet the doggo. Hello, doggo. Him a good boy. Him a cranky boy, but him a good boy. So, maybe he eepy. I don't know. So we're going to head south here. And then we're going to head southeast. We're going to hop down here. We're going to get these 4 tasty, delicious runes here. It's delicious and nutritious. Okay. Got a little frog in my throat. Sorry for that. Here, a little sip will help with that. Oh my gosh. My coffee is nearly empty. This is a problem. This is a very, very, very bad problem. So, wish there was somebody here to refill my coffee, but alas. Alas, the kids are at school. It's just me. Me, myself, and I. So we're gonna head south here. We are going to hop up this Spirit Spring. We are going to the Fort of Faroth. We are going to grab the other half of the Dectus Medallion. And as well as Radagon's Soar Seal to boost our strength. We will be using that as part of our build. Sorry for the clear in my throat. As I said, I do have some allergies, and I got a little frog in my throat right now. So we will come through here. Hopefully Grandma Bat doesn't poison us. She didn't even she didn't even breathe her poison on us that time. So I'm gonna come over here. Can I do the little skip? Oh, almost. I almost did it. That's the closest I've ever come to doing that. So we're gonna just drop down here normally because I haven't learned a bow skip yet. Or bow cancel. We're gonna come down here. Gonna come over here. Hopefully this rat doesn't give us a bad time. Nope, we don't want to play Mr. Mouse. We just want to come over here, and then we want to avoid Mama Mouse. And I'm gonna grab the Sword Seal and then quit out. There we go. And that should despawn all the enemies, and we should be able to fast travel once we load back in. There we go. Beautiful. See what I mean? Even if you think quitting out is a chump move, it is a very useful skill. Alright, let's I'm going to put my Wondrous Physic where I like to have it. I am going to equip the blood grease that I have here. I'm going to equip the Gold-Pickled Foul Foots. And then I am going to craft some more blood grease. I'm going to craft all of these Roa raisins that I have so far. And now I am going to do some flask stuff. There we go, and the flasks look fine. We'll have 2 blue and the rest red. And let's see, mix the Wondrous Physic. We don't have the Dex Knot yet, but we do have the Strength, so we may as well use it. And now, let us, oh, no, not yet, hold on. Get off of Torrent, thank you. Two-hand, the weapon, alright. Now, you can cheese Grail here. They did not patch it out, but I'm not going to cheese her. I'm going to sip the Physic, I'm going to apply the blood grease, I'm going to start chopping. So you can still cheese Grail. Some people I have seen online have said that they patched this out, patched this out completely. This was not patched out. They did nerf it though. You don't, if you cheese Grail, you don't get as many runes. If you cheese Grail, then you get 50,000 runes. 65,000 with the Gold-Pickled Foul Foot. If you don't cheese her with the Gold-Pickled Foul Foot, you get about 97,000, 96 or 97,000. So I do, most of the time, I like to save Grail for rune farming for like, so when I need to buy a bunch of arrows, or crafting materials, or what have you, I like to use Grail for that. I have also cheesed Grail for levels, but I tend not to do that a lot because doing the Rune Level 1 challenge really taught me the value of being lower level and having a little bit more of a challenge. Yeah, playing Elden Ring, and especially, well, just playing Elden Ring, period, changed my approach to video games entirely. And doing the Rune Level 1 challenge and beating that changed my approach to video games. You know, when I was a kid, first starting out, the very first Final Fantasy game. Oh, she's almost dead. I need to snap the Pickled Foul Foot. very first Final Fantasy game, I sort of discovered on my own because the internet didn't exist then. Or maybe it existed, but it wasn't on my radar back in the 1980s. And certainly the only guides you had were Nintendo Power, and we weren't wealthy enough as when I was a kid to have I was surprised we got a Nintendo. But yeah, playing Final Fantasy, I sort of discovered on my own, like I wanted to, buy all the spells for my black mage, and I sort of, through trying to get money for that, I discovered, if I level up, I get more powerful. And so, at that point, my thing was always to level up and get overpowered, like every character to level 99 and go in and one-shot the boss. And there's nothing wrong with that, but definitely Elden Ring changed all of that for me. Like, I would much rather have the challenge these days. So let's, I digress. We're gonna need 12 faith because I'm going to use the golden halberd for this build. Gonna go ahead and start with 15 strength because that with Radagon's Sword Shield and two-handing will let us use the golden halberd. I'm gonna go ahead and bring my vigor to 20, and then everything else is gonna go into dexterity. There we go. That is a good start. So now that we have done that, I am going to travel to the Stormhill Shack, and we're going to head north into the area of the lakes and Altus Plateau, and but before we do that, I need a refresher on my coffee, so I'm going to quit out, take a break, and I'll be back. Okay, I am back. I think I just burned my tongue, scorched it, cremated it. I think if you're not giving yourself third-degree burns when you drink your coffee, you're just not doing coffee right, in my opinion. So, now that I can't feel my tongue anymore, I'm going to make it daytime just to make things easier on you guys and myself. Honestly, it's more for me because, 49 years old. The eyes ain't what they used to be. Gonna make it daytime. Gonna turn on the lantern because it is a little dark around the back of the castle here. And we're gonna travel around the back of the castle into Liurnia of the Lakes. There is a cheeky little skip you can do over there where you can jump across the gap. Makes it a little bit faster, although the jump is a little precise. But I am coming here because I need to pay a visit to this little scrunkly down here. Because he has the Stormwall no, don't go away. Alright, there we go. He has the Stormwall Ash of War, which is a little bit better than just the normal parry. So, and that's why we wanted to make sure to grab the whetstone. The whetstone while we were at Gatefront. Whetstone? Why are you saying it like that? What do you mean? I'm only saying whetstone. I'm only saying Cool Whip. We're gonna head northwest here, past the doggos. Past our little doge friends. You can also skip down there. And that's actually a reasonably easy skip to do. Takes a little bit of practice. But it is reasonably easy. But since I want to grab the dexterity knot, I want to head over, and I want to grab this sacred tear over here. I figure I may as well come this way anyway. So am I making sense right now? I can't tell. I might be having a TIA, might be having a little mini stroke. Sometimes I don't think I say my words too good. We don't need to talk to Tops right now. He can just sit there and keep making his gum. We're just gonna head south. His quest won't advance until we talk to him. So that should be fine. We will head south here and grab that cookbook. May as well have it because it's right there. And it is on our way. Sorry for the sniffles. We'll hop off of Torrent here. Grab that Site of Grace. And then keep heading northwest. North and northwest. So we're going to come up here and grab the map. But we are going to stay on the right side of this pillar. This obelisk, whatever you call it, this marker. And that way, you see, if we go behind that marker, we won't get Elden Ringed by that group of little whatever those things are. So hop off of Torrent, grab this Site of Grace real quick. We will rest so that hopefully nothing kills us. There we go. We should be safe now. Alright, and I can't show you on the... Are you serious? Elden Ring, man, sometimes. Alright, I can't show you because I don't have the map for this area quite yet, but from the Laskiar Ruins, we are going to head northwest to get the Dexterity Knot Crystal Tear. And I may as well grab this ritual pot while I'm here. Very useful for having those. And heading northwest, you can see to the right is Raya, and to the left is this large hill with a Site of Grace where Patches ends up. Grab that the blood roses there. And past this large hill, if we keep heading northwest and we go through this little group of trees here, on the other side we'll see a smaller hill with some Albinorics on it. And that is how we find our way to the Dexterity Knot Crystal Tear. So now I'll quit out to de-aggro those Albinorics. Honestly, you should learn the quit out just so you can quit out and take a sip of coffee from time to time. Alright, so we got the Dex Knot. Next, we're going to head back to the Laskiar Ruins. And from there, we're going to teleport to the South Raya Lucaria Gate. I believe it's pronounced Raya Lucaria Gate. That's how I pronounce it. And then Raya is the character's name. So that's kind of how I think about it in my head. So hopefully the way I say some of the words in this game don't enrage some people. Honestly, some people are going to be enraged by pretty much anything I do, so just have to accept it. So we want this Site of Grace because we're going to need to come here to do Yura's quest so we can get the Purifying Crystal Tear. We're going to head west-southwest to this marker to grab the map, as well as a golden seed down there. So there is this entire first chapter is, let's give Torrent some raisins. There we go. This entire first chapter of this series is set up. Because, but it definitely pays off in the end. Trust me, because we are going to be crushing our enemies in Chapter 2. Absolutely annihilating them. It's gonna be fun. So, and then our flasks will be so upgraded that we will almost never have to worry about dying. So we're gonna grab that golden seed, grab the map. Okay, may as well grab this Site of Grace. And then from here, we will head northwest to this gazebo. I don't know why I pronounced that the way I did. I know can say words good. So we'll head towards that gazebo, and maybe, if we're heading in the right direction, yes, we will find Hoslow, and we'll do the next part of his quest. And the next time we will see him is at the Round Table Hold. The tale of House Hoslow is told in what now? I've never heard you say that before. That is a completely new saying that you never said once ever before in the entire history of everything. So we are gonna, oh, look at that nice little golden rune there. We love to have the golden runes. We're gonna hop off of this. Can I despawn that little blue? Alright, we're gonna teleport to Western Liurnia. Gonna grab the map. Gonna grab EG's Site of Grace. So here we go. Map. Gonna hop onto Torrent and head on the outside of the ruins on the western side. Or the left side. We'll hop up here and then a little double hop. And then hop off of Torrent and grab this Site of Grace. We won't talk to EG yet because we want to talk to Blythe first. We're gonna head north and we're going to the castle. So the Carian Manor, rather. Good luck storming the castle. You think it'll work? It'd take a miracle. If you get that reference, you are my people and I love you. You keep saying that word. I do not think it means what you think it means. Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Please, don't kill me. Don't kill me. I did not jump off a torrent there. The game did that for me. Okay. So now, we're grabbing this Site of Grace because to craft the freezing grease that we want for this build, we are going to need some rhymed crystal buds, and we can get 25 total in here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to head to the left here as soon as we come through the entrance. This is our scariest one to grab. I'm going to see if I can avoid getting grabbed, but no, it's too fast. It's fine, we live it, we tank it. Let's here, dodge roll. I'm not sure if I am getting the heck out of dodge or if I'm dodging out of heck, but either way it feels pretty hairy. So take a deep breath. Now we'll go back through the entrance, and to the right here there's another rhymed crystal bud. So we will grab that, and we'll head back, and just to be safe, we will grab the Site of Grace again and reset. Alright, we have those two. Now the rest should be a little less stressful to obtain. We're going to head north to the fountain. We don't need that item, it's just a smithing stone too. Nope, please don't. Please don't. But to the right of the fountain, there is that crystal bud. Please don't, please don't, please don't, please don't. Thank you. Nope, leave me alone. I'm not interested. I am not interested in anything that you have, sir. Just quit out. It's just less stressful to quit out. There we go. Okay, so to the right of that fountain is another crystal bud. Alright. Wow, even at +4, that did not give me full health. So, not sure what this is, but... Oh, crap! No! Stay away. We don't need it anyway. We're gonna go through this archway. We're gonna head to the left, past this archway. We're gonna grab this rhymed crystal bud here. And I am getting all of the hands this time. Should I have made it nighttime before doing this? It might have helped. I mean, I have aggroed the hands before, but never this bad. It's like I'm getting all of them this time. Alright. That's the scariest part. We got through that. We got the 4 rhymed crystal buds there. It's actually more. The 4 groups of rhymed crystal buds. The 4... What am I trying to... What's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of it. Just the 4 corpses that have rhymed crystal buds on them. There we go. That works. I tried to summon Torrent. Just... that was just pure muscle memory. My thumbs were just operating independently of my brain. So we'll do a little stamina management through here. And it should be fine. There is a rhymed crystal bud to the right down there, but we're going to grab this Site of Grace first, just to make things a little easier. That way we can grab the rhymed crystal bud and then fast travel back to this Site of Grace. Alright, so we will not send that elevator back down because we are going to use it. And I am just wondering something out of curiosity. Can I... No, I don't. I was gonna say, can I alter my armor yet? But I didn't even go and get the sewing kit yet, so I don't know what I was thinking. Anyway, I digress. I just thought it would be cool to have the unaltered version of this armor, but you know what, it's fine. We're gonna head down here and to the left and jump, and the rhymed crystal bud is right there. Fast travel back to the manor upper level. And did I pick up any kukri or throwing knives along the way? Do I have anything I can throw? No, I don't think the rock will go far enough. I was going to try to use a throwing object to distract an enemy over here, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll be chilling. So we'll grab the golden seed, and then is the doggo over there going to bother me? No, doggo doesn't see me, so I should be okay. So we're going to grab that golden seed, and then we're going to head toward the boss room up here. And just outside of that boss room is going to be a rhymed crystal bud. So we'll head this way. This way, guy's going to give me a bat. Are you? Thank you, sir. I was nervous that guy was going to give me a bad time with his magic, so I thought it'd be better just to take him out. So we'll come over here. And so hopefully we don't have too many problems with this guy. There we go. Good. Hey, oops. Nope. We're good. We're chilling. Come down here. Exit out. Quit out. We're good. We're chilling. Okay. Okay, friends, I am back. I had a little bit of a heart attack moment there because my game froze up. But Praise the Lord. The video saved, so we're good. So we're going to continue on, and we're going to wrap up chapter 1 of this how-to / let's play video series. So yeah, that Carian Manor area is a little scary when you don't have a leveled up weapon and you're still somewhat of a low level. But it is worth it to grab all of those rhymed crystal buds because the frost grease is so good. Right, let's see, can I make the... I don't know why I am not making that jump these days. So frustrating. I'm gonna have to go back and practice it a little bit, I guess. Should be able to... maybe I'm just not jumping in the right spot. So anyway, we'll grab the Bellum Church Site of Grace. We'll hop back onto Torrent and we will head toward Altus Plateau. We'll head toward head toward the Grand Lift of Dectus in the Altus Plateau. That Bellum Church Site of Grace will be nice to have for doing Hyeda's quest. So we'll just sneak past these little friends here. They're not too scary. They're not fast enough to catch up with Torrent. So we can take a nice leisurely stroll toward the Dectus, the Grand Lift of Dectus. And we'll grab this Site of Grace. We'll definitely want this Site of Grace for later. For doing Vare's quest. We'll come over here and Lift of Dectus. Excellent. Skip through these little cutscenes and back onto Torrent, and we ride. Alright, hippity hop over this ledge and head north. Grab this Site of Grace. Okay, there we go. And back onto Torrent. So we will head northeast, and we are going to stay off the road just to avoid aggroing some enemies. We're going to head northeast and grab the crystal, not the crystal, the golden seed that's up here, as well as the map. So we can have those in our possession. That makes me think of Goat Boy from Saturday Night Live. That's so stupid. So stupid and so funny. Love it. So let us grab the seed. Let us grab the map. Grab the map. Grab the map. Grab the map. Okay, let's not start that, wolf. Okay, now we'll head south and grab this Site of Grace. Alrighty. There we go. And I'm gonna rest just to reset all of these dudes. Okie dokie. Artichoke. And we are going to go into the capital area, and we are going to grab some golden seeds, and I'm going to show you how to cheese the Draconic Tree Sentinel so that we can get another nice big hefty chunk of runes. So and maybe some people might have a problem with cheesing the Draconic Tree Sentinel, and that's okay. But I would just remind people that the speedrunners use this strat, so if it's okay for speedrunning, then it's okay for me. And it's actually takes a bit of skill to pull this one off. Well, maybe not skill. I don't know. I'm certainly not super skilled. I just practiced it a lot. And excuse me. It is definitely something worth practicing, in my opinion. I think it's definitely worth it to learn how to kill the Draconic Tree Sentinel outright, but it is also worth it to learn the cheese to knock him off the cliff. And I just recently heard that there is a way. The way I'm going to do it is by carrying him, but I recently learned that there is also a way to do it using daggers, so I don't even know how that works. I'm going to have to look that up. Something about you move him over to the side of the cliff and just do 3 charged R2s or something, and that staggers him, and then you can knock him off the cliff. I can usually do this first try, but come on, get up there, please, sir. All right, and then there we go. Out a little bit, in, back in. There we go. First try. Totally first try. Totally, it didn't take me 3 times to do that. But that is a relatively easy skip. So we will jump down here, swipe our little sword to cancel the landing animation. We're gonna come this way and hopefully not get Elden Ringed by that golem. We'll kind of sprint past these guys and hopefully we'll be chilling. Alright, I'm going to hop off of Torrent. I'm going to quit out here real quick. Just because I forgot to have the Gold-Pickled Foul Foot equipped and ready to go, so I want to do that. Alrighty, here we go. 4th time's the charm. We'll run in, we'll grab his attention, we'll run over here, hop off of Torrent. Let's see, Fireball. Good, we got the Fireball. Here he comes. Alright, run. Hop off of Torrent. Target. Get him, behind him. Whack him on the butt. There we go. Pop the Pickled Foul Foot. Excellent. That is how you need that to go. That was beautiful. Okay, 4th time was indeed the charm. So now we got another nice big hefty chunk of runes. So let's go level up. Let's go do some more flask stuff, some more flask upgrading and level up. Alright, so flask, boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, there we go, we're good on that. Mix Wondrous Physic, I can add the Dexterity Knot now. And then leveling up, I think, let's see, how many levels do we get again? We get 7. Alright, so maybe, I think I might go to 30 there on the Dex. 1, 2, that's 4. And then I have 3 left after that. Maybe 3 into strength. And that should be good. 20 vigor should be good enough for this, for the first few bosses here. Okay, friends, I am dying to keep playing, but I'm going to try to keep each video within about an hour, and so I need to stop here. In the next video, we're going to get into getting our weapon that we're going to be using for this build, and we're going to start killing some bosses and maybe get to Vare's quest. So with all of that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful and informative. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Good luck and happy gaming. Bye-bye.